Okay, so we are back. We just talked to La Mirror, I think. I forget what we agreed on.
We agreed on like the mirror, like the French word for the mirror, but La Mirror. We figured that out after 9 times of saying it.
Yeah, sorry, French speakers.
I won't apologize.
Okay, so I need to give her the brooch.
Oh, right.
Okay, so I'm gonna give her the brooch. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch? Yes. Well, it may be mine. Yours, Lamoureux? I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it.
Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lamoureux's.
Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question.
Is something wrong, Apollo?
What was this brooch doing at the crime scene?
The crime scene's also her dressing room, so I don't think that's like I don't feel like that's super suspicious.
It's a little suspicious.
I don't know. If you found something of mine in my room, I wouldn't be immediately like, what was this doing at the crime scene? What was the crime scene doing at my room?
Okay, I think that was the last thing I needed here, so we can move here. Yes, all right. There we go.
Yeah, okay. July 8th, 12:22 a.m., backstage hallway.
And we've been here a while. Okay.
It's a long concert.
Whoa! Who's there now? It's you. Where were you? Emma! Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong! The impossible's happened! It's all your fault, you know! Oops. Maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene.
What do you mean by impossible?
Well, it's gone. Utterly gone.
What's gone?
The body, stupid. What else? Mr. Latouse's body has disappeared.
What? Who could have seen that coming?
I know. Not us, because we weren't there. Prosecutor Gavin.
From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news.
I heard Mr. Latouse's body has gone missing.
Look for yourself.
I mean, it's right there, yeah.
Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle.
How can you just stand there? We have to start the
There's no need for alarm, Fräulein Detective.
Don't you Fräulein me, little bitch.
Hey. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There'll be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. Okay, yeah, I was gonna be like, why? But no, this is fun.
How could Mr. Latouse's body just disappear?
Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching.
Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but...
Yes, Darian?
See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room.
Geeter? Who's Geeter?
That's what I call my guitar. You like, man?
No, no one likes that. No one liked that at all. It's a bad name for a guitar.
Everyone disliked that.
Yeah. Negative approval points appear on screen. Your guitar was stolen?
This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters.
Okay, body first, then guitar.
Wow, his priorities. Finally.
This seems reasonable for once. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room.
Gator's like a missing person, not a lost and found man. Okay. So.
Oh, so many questions.
Talk to Emma first. Well, this sure is a. What did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Sorry. Not much else I can say. It's all right. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snacku should do the trick nicely. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Actually, no, I should probably have some of those too. It's been a really long night.
You should mind your own business, Apollo.
Yeah, you should mind your own business, Apollo. Fuck you. Fuck off or I'll keep throwing snackus at your head.
That's why she needs 10 bags, is she throws half of them at Apollo.
That's true. Yeah, she does throw them at a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go search.
For the missing body? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So clearly this is a weekend at Bernie's situation.
Yeah.
So we need to look for a body in a Hawaiian print shirt.
Yes.
July 8th, 12:57 a.m. in the wings. Does something think different to you, Apollo?
Something is definitely different here.
Let's check it out.
Okay.
All right.
So, what's up with this?
Yeah, stage move. That stage there must have been lowered before.
That's the tower that Lemuel and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on.
Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder up there against the wall?
Oh, god damn it.
Every ladder. We could use it. We could use that to take a look up top.
Maybe we should get Emma.
What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves.
I'm not so good with heights.
That's why you're so short. Stop whining and start climbing.
It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 20 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there.
Eek!
We found 2 things we were looking for, and 1 thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tobi.
What is going on?
I love that he has an SG there, just saying.
Oh, the guitar?
Yes!
Yeah, it's a sick guitar.
Sorry.
The man's dead. Why does he have such a sick guitar? He doesn't need that guitar. July 8th, 10 a.m., Write Anything Agency.
Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tobi, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romaine Latouche.
I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible.
I guess they had proof of some kind.
What proof could possibly prove that? Morning?
Prosecutor Gavin.
What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
don't look at it like, don't look at him like it's his fault either. I mean, like, kind of it probably is.
It is his fault. He's a prosecutor.
He's literally a prosecutor.
It's literally his job. Apollo, I don't think you went to law school. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all, yet, the powers that be say that given the circumstances, it could only have been him.
The powers that be? Like your boss? Like what?
Yeah, I guess he's not like probably not the lead prosecutor. He's also a rock star and is like 30 years old.
He's like 24, 25?
That's right. Okay, yeah. Everyone in this is so okay. Yeah,
they're
sure.
So,
okay.
They're so young. I know.
So young. I guess an age that felt young and it was in fact younger. God.
All right. What do you mean by the circumstances?
Lammeror was invited from Virginia as an ambassador. Lammeror was invited from Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That is all the powers that be want, really.
Ah, so they just want something convenient.
Yeah,
that's why he's being forced.
Not accurate, just fast.
Yeah, sounds like the criminal justice system.
Familiar with that.
Well, those are circumstances, all right. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect?
Hair forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy.
Well, you're the one who came into the office. Like, fuck, what do you want? Right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case.
Sure.
Especially not to the defense attorney.
What did you just say? Me, the defense attorney?
That's what I came to tell you. He's at the detention center. He wants to request your services. Wild. What?
Okay, I'm baffled by this because, like, Machi doesn't, we did not talk to Machi. He does not speak English.
No, because, we only talked to Lammeror.
Yeah.
I guess Machi was just yeah, the only other person I've met since being here sounds good?
I mean, you could be assigned one, but they're not going to be good. But, I'm thinking, he definitely got the recommendation from Clavier, right? He definitely was hey, well, Apollo could probably help you.
Between us talking to Lammeror and this, it's 100%, that. This is 100% Clavier being this'll be fun. I love this.
He's clearly something is amiss here. We don't know what the fucking truth is. Something feels fishy, and they want me to prosecute this fucking kid. I gotta get Apollo in on this.
Weird justice system.
It's weird. They also are in a very strange part of their relationship right now, which is just because I still prosecuted his brother. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm putting a pin in that and coming back to what that was. Yeah, I wonder if this is also just him being the more I get to learn about Apollo, the more I get to learn about what went down with my brother, and less of being let's get to know Apollo, and more just I'm just gonna keep an eye on this fucking kid.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Clearly there's still distrust there because he did accuse you of setting his guitar on fire. So,
yeah. Good times.
All right, anyway. You mean Machi? Machi wants me.
This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going.
Right.
Good luck. I'm off to question Lammeror.
Right. Later. I hope I'm up to this. Okay.
Did we get coffee at some point?
Hopefully.
Okay. July 8th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible.
You said that already. Well, he's sure sitting there.
Machi, everything is going to be okay. We're here for you.
Hi. Maybe you can tell me about last night?
Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet consecutor absit as it said, doi ipsum templor is sidit.
Wow. Yeah, I understood that. Absolutely. Agreed.
Huh? Masis nunc sed blancet volpat utility emet maris ep fallet utilities unne orum enu conset erum vera sit amet mergut utit vebit
That's
unum.
a very long sentence.
Yeah.
That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. Totally can't relate. Hopefully my backstories don't ever bring that up again.
I'm so worried about these Apollo backstories. Anyways, maybe Lamore can help?
But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him?
Good luck. I'm off to question Larimore. Well, what are we going to do?
That's, a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. You know, how lawyers do.
Yeah, like lawyers. Just, I like that their approach to lawyering is my approach to my 7th grade Spanish test.
You know, it has to work at some point, I guess.
Wild swings. July 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session for... How do I say that?
Machi Tobi, Your Honor. The pixie of the archipelago.
The arpeggio?
Yeah, no, wait, I can do this. I was so thrown by the pixie at the front of it that I
know.
Machi Tobi, Your Honor. The pixie of the arpeggio. Oh, nope.
Arpeggio. It's
arpeggio.
Fine. We're moving on. Right. His trial. Court is now in session. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is A-OK, Herr Judge. No, why are you...
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin.
My opening statement, yeah?
No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about.
Huh? Yes?
Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them?
What?
I don't know why he felt the need to bring this up and to ask Claudier specifically.
It's on the court record now, right?
Yeah, I guess.
There's like someone presumably typing all this down. Okay,
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down. What are you talking about? Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill. Right after this trial, the Chief Justice's son. The Chief Justice? I was going to make a really shitty joke about being related to Apollo. I don't have any family members.
Wow.
His son is afflicted with a most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems. So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day.
Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
She's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for?
She's just gonna punch you. Just gonna gloves up.
In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement briefly.
You're in luck, Herr Judge. I believe you'll be going to your hospital visit sooner than you think.
No, you're not going to.
First, to review the victim in this case. Romain Letus, age 35. The global manager for Diva Songstress Lamoureux. The cause of death, blood loss due to being shot with a large caliber revolver. You could just say gunshot wound.
Yeah.
This report has all the details.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Finally, an autopsy report. Fun.
Woo! It took so long.
45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet. Something
Guns
dirty
work.
Harry monologue.
Yeah. However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved.
I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering.
Crime photo added to the court record.
I don't think any damage from a 45 should ever be called slight. Okay. 2 shots were fired. One shot missed and the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram.
Oh, diagram right off the bat.
Really diagram. This is where the bullets hit.
I see. This court accepts this evidence.
Diagram added to the court record.
If we're talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use.
Really?
Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. No, it would not! No, it would not!
No!
No, it would not!
It might just, dislocate his shoulder.
Yeah, it might, like, hurt a little bit. Like, you probably wouldn't walk away unscathed, especially if you didn't know how to hold it properly, but, like, no, it wouldn't break every bone in your body. The defense will take more care in choosing examples.
As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. This dressing room has only one entrance, this door.
That does seem to be the case, yes.
However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots. He's talking about you and Emma, huh? Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course.
But that's impossible!
Yes.
How many times have we had a locked room murder?
We love a locked room murder in this courtroom.
Anyway.
Exactly. This murder was impossible. For all but one person.
One person?
That is, of course, the defendant, Machi Tobi.
Only this defendant could have committed the crime. But how?
It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear.
Very well. I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Let the witness please take the stand.
Oh no. Your name and profession, please.
Emma Sky, professional putter up with of Clavier Gavin.
Wow, rude. No one pays you for that. That's just a hobby.
Believe me, hobbies are supposed to be fun.
You're just an amateur putter up with Prosecutor Gavin then.
I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert for him that night. Emma seems tired somehow. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, has anyone slept?
Security at the concert, you say?
Some security I was. Couldn't even stop a murder.
Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know.
Oh, yeah? A word, Judge?
I'm sure that makes her feel much better.
God, I'm so worried about this judge. I want to hear about these bigger mistakes. Me too,
Same,
Tues.
Jersey.
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime scene was quickly discovered. And we were able to identify the killer.
Oh, thank God.
You may give the court your testimony if you would.
All right.
Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please.
All right.
Witness testimony, mysterious, murderous circumstances.
The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
It was lucky that a detective was the first on the scene.
That door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I don't get it. How can they say that Machi did it?
Looks like we need a bit more information.
Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination.
I understand from a game perspective why we have to press her for more information, but she's a detective. Why do we have to press her for more information?
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, let's press her for more information.
Yeah, let's press it for more information. All right. Press. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes? That's right. What was a detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert. My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods. Prosecutor Gavin? Just to clarify.
Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day, you might say. The stench of conspiracy.
And I did put on deodorant before I went to the show, so that wasn't the problem.
Yeah, no. That day at the concert hall.
Conspiracy.
Well, isn't it obvious? My keys. That whole morning. No, the whole day was ruined. And it's all because someone stole my keys.
Okay, drama queen. Can we chill?
No, he's so upset.
The day was ruined because someone stole his keys, not because someone died. I'm just kidding.
Listen. I'm with him on this one. I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case. There he goes again.
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them?
Misplaced them?
Oh, you can hear me over there, Buck. All right.
Misplaced items don't just wander into murder victims' hands on their own.
That's true, yeah.
What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, if your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect.
Absolutely no one should be trying this case, by the way.
Yeah, I know. You're all too close.
Everyone should have recused themselves.
I know.
Love, slow acting anew. Oh my gosh, what is that word?
Atroquinine.
Atroquinine is waiting for you. He's singing something.
Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top?
Yes. The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was like a sailor adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen.
Guess those were some choppy waters then, huh?
Oh, yeah. So I put the detective with the most time on their hands to the task.
I see. I can accept that.
Well, I can't. What do you mean time on their hands?
Please, the testimony.
Okay. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna press.
Okay.
We were let in, though. I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you.
I gave them the Fräulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again.
Trucy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to see Trucy again. Just say you wanted to see me. It's fine.
Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now.
Oh, gee, great. Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off. So no other outsiders were there then. And then... guess what we're gonna do?
Is it gonna press on this?
We're gonna press on this one! I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. You were the one chatting. I was eating snackos. Hey, no snacking in court unless you give me one of those.
Did you bring enough for everyone to...
Yeah, please, did you bring enough for everyone, Miss Sky?
And you're sure the shots came from Lammeror's room?
Yes, absolutely. Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Anyway, yes, absolutely. Here, this'll keep you quiet. Oh, thanks. So, how about it, Emma?
Wild. She just throws her snackus. They're...
His mouth was open and she just, got it in there.
Does not surprise me that his mouth was just hanging out.
Yeah, he was just fucking sitting there clutching flies.
Oh, man, Apollo.
We were right. Yeah. Hard to be mistaken about that. Please, either talk or eat, not both at the same time. And
Thank
also
you,
give me
Judge.
some. Oh, please give me some. I'm hungry. Right. So after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. Okay. Went to the room. Press.
I sense a pattern.
This is just the way to do it.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
Oh, Apollo's asking what rock is.
Yeah. Apollo, it's a genre of music.
Rock? What's rock? I've never heard of rock. Blaring, yes. When you say rock, are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days?
Oh. This judge is not 900 years old.
Yeah, I know. So dumb.
He was there when rock was invented, but yeah.
That's right, when we went into the dressing room. Music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. They piped sound from the stage into the backstage through the speakers. That way people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage. Did it have to be so loud?
You don't listen to the Gaviniers with your ears.
What else am I using?
Your heart. Your heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you feel it with your entire body and soul. Duh.
Okay, so the poetry thing runs in the family. Got it.
Yeah, that's genetic, unfortunately. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume, and I'm sure those speakers are great, so I'm sure that doesn't sound at all tinny.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad at all. When we walked into the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime. If you could hear that music playing.
Then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself.
Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation. Okay. And
hold it!
How could you know something like that? As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know that there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door. So how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility. The air vent.
Oh. But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly?
Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child.
A child.
Sorry.
Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed.
And of all the people involved with the concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child. To be considered a child is like you are or you are not a child.
Small enough to be considered a child. So Apollo, I guess, slightly missed out on that.
Yeah.
The defendant.
The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up toward the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime.
So he went up the ladder. Just say that. Anyway, that's conjecture. Finally.
Oh my gosh, the word conjecture appears in the courtroom.
Holy shit.
Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know, Hair Forehead.
Could have been hiding. Duh. Anyway. And there is another vital piece of evidence.
Evidence? What?
Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had been recently opened.
Wait, what?
And something else was found quite clearly. The defendant, Machi Tobi's fingerprints.
What? Order. I'm too tired for this today.
Would you all calm down? The air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Hair Forehead, what fairy tale does this suggest to you?
Jack and the Beanstalk, maybe?
Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. Stairway. Mm-hmm.
Just skirting around copyright a little bit.
We are just bypassing copyright with a little sidestep there. And that one is our pixie. Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience.
This was as decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. I believe that's enough of that. The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could have possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict, even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit.
I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough.
Can't be over already. Very well, I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence...
The prosecution has presented our proof clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain.
And I think we will do that next time.
Bye.